and sadness make rappers in minutes. People in the school.
Like dead silent in the warehouse, and I just listen to podcasts all day.
Yeah, it's cool to like when you're at work. It's like a great way to pass time. Like it makes everything go by so quick.
I listen to a lot of like No Jumper and like Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club's really good.
And like stuff
Joe
like
Rogan. What else? Kerwin Frost. Have you heard of Kerwin? Kerwin Frost talks. He's friends with like the ASAP people and who else? That model guy with the dreads.
I don't really watch Kerwin like you do. I think you put me on him actually. But Couped Up Podcast, we got Chance on today. He's a influencer, TikToker. He works at DVA%. We've had Rome on here before. What else about yourself?
I don't know. I'd say like a wannabe type of influencer.
A wannabe? What does it mean to be called an influencer? Like, how does that feel to be called an influencer?
I don't.
And do you think of yourself as an influencer?
No. No, not at all.
How did like everything with TikTok even come about?
Okay, so basically, I was like my senior year of high school. I had no idea what I wanted to do after high school, and I worked at Walmart at the time, and I really wanted like I liked social media a lot, but I didn't know like what I was gonna do with it. So I remember I just made it my mission to like post once a week on there, and then I used to just post stuff on my story all day. Like I used to post memes. Like that was my thing. Like I used to just post memes on my story, and that didn't work at all. I used to get like literally like 40 likes and like story views, like 50, 60 story views. Like nobody cared. And one day I came home from work, I downloaded TikTok, and then I didn't even like look at it. I never had TikTok before. I never watched any videos on TikTok. I just came home one day from work at Walmart. It was like 9:30 at night. Downloaded it. I had this video idea, and I just like did it. And then I remember I posted it, and I like watched it for a little bit, and then the next morning it was like it did really good. Like
the first video?
Very first video. It did like really, really good, and so I don't know. I was like excited. I thought it was cool. It was the stupidest, like corniest video. And
what was it?
You remember what it was? It was like I had this idea in my head, like what if like I like had like StockX on the computer, and I was like rotating it, and then I like could just grab the shoe out of the screen and like look at it and like put it back in.
It's not even that stupid. That's kinda cool.
It sounded like, I don't know, it was kind of like corny and weird, and I like did it. So I like it was like scrolling through StockX, and I like it was a pair of Yeezys, and I like grabbed it through the screen, I looked at it, and I like put it back in, and it did like really, really good, like I don't know, like 100K or something like overnight. So I was like, it's kind of cool. So then I did it the next day. We filmed a skit like wearing your new shoes to school, and it was like people stepping all over them. And then that one blew up too, and I got like, I don't even remember, I got like 4,000 followers in like 2 days on TikTok, which is crazy because I had like 300 on Instagram, like 300-400. So
what do you like more about TikTok rather than Instagram?
I love Instagram. I like Instagram way more than like TikTok.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah, I always like Instagram.
Is that where you have your biggest following is TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay.
But TikTok has like the organic reach from TikTok is like way different than any other app. Like I went to school, like once I graduated, I went to Johnson County Community College. I went there for a year, and I did a social media program. So it was like a 1 year social media program, and I did it in like 3 months or something like that. Did it like super fast because I didn't really even want to go to college. I don't know. So I was just like, I like social media. I'll try something with it. And so I learned like how much these social media platforms can benefit you if you know how to use them. So like I learned like how it's so crucial to have like that organic reach. Yeah. And that's what like TikTok has. And now everybody's trying to like copy that from like TikTok.
Yeah, like YouTube, like Instagram.
Why does TikTok
like,
have such
some
a
version
reach
of that.
compared to everything else? Like, what about TikTok is?
I don't know. Like, it's their algorithm. Like, if you've noticed, like, so think of it this way. Like, Snapchat was the only people that did stories, right? And then everybody hopped on, like, Instagram, Facebook, now everything. YouTube has stories, right? And then TikTok has, like, their algorithm, right? Now everybody's hopping on that. Instagram has Reels. Facebook has a thing like that now.
Stories,
YouTube has, like, a short video type of thing. Like, it's just, like, it's, like, the move, like, the viral, like, how... Not how easy it is to go viral, but, like, how... Like, a person with 0 followers has just as much of a chance as somebody that has 1 million followers, if their content's good. So, like, that's what I like the most about it. But
I've been trying to do TikTok. It's just so hard to make the
crucial.
content. It's hard to make the content. I don't know how do you come up with ideas? Do you just do it on your own? Do you write it down? Do you just say,
like,
hey, let's make a TikTok right now?
Sometimes I'm like, let's just sit down, let's like do it. Like, let's just figure something out. And then sometimes, like, when I'd be at work, I used to just like write down stuff in my notes all day long. And the second I got home from work, I'm filming like 6. And then the next day I'm posting them. Next day I'm going to work, I'm thinking of more, I'm typing them in on my phone. Like, that was my thing.
You get paid from it?
From TikTok? Yes, you do. Like, they have like the creator fund, which is like not much at all. Like you might have a video that does 1 million views and you get like $15. But
really?
like, it just depends. It depends on like how good it is, how the interaction is, stuff like that. You're gonna get paid a lot more from like promotion. Like, I did a promotion with Poshmark, so I did I was like their main ad for like the whole month. Like, they pushed it on like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, everything. The coldest water, have you ever heard of that? A lot of TikTok people have that. It's like a water bottle. The coldest water. I've done stuff for like just random, like in and out, like keychains. Like,
you just have to make it unique. Like, when you make a video.
Oh, you did one for the shoe?
yeah, they gave me like 10 of them.
Wow.
That's cool.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like, you don't wanna, like, yeah, you can make a lot of money like doing promotion, but it's like, you got to think about, like, this is my page. Like, I don't want to just flood it with promotion, and then like, that's
you're
like,
gonna lose all the genuine followers.
Right, like, nobody cares about the keychain or whatever. Like, you know, it has to be like, to me, it has to be worth a decent amount of money for me to do it, because I don't want to just like ruin my whole like vibe, you know.
Yeah.
So besides, like, because your TikTok's all about shoes, how'd you start getting into shoes?
I've always been into shoes ever since I was like probably like elementary school, middle school, but I could never afford them. I was like, my family was not very like, we weren't like rich and we weren't like poor. We were just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Spending over like $100 on a pair of shoes was like not, like, one pair of shoes, like Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Or birthday or whatever. But it's like, you know, we didn't have money to like buy that type of stuff. So like, once I got a job that like I could just like save up and buy stuff, that's when I was like, I'm buying all of the shoes that I wanted when I was a kid. So like, that's kind of like,
what was the first pair?
My first pair of Jordans?
Or your first shoe that you like saved up to buy. You were like,
I didn't save up to buy it. My dad bought it for me for Christmas. They were the Jordan 5 Grapes, the white ones. Anybody who follows me knows that's like my all-time favorite shoe. It's not even an expensive shoe, but I remember I was in 7th grade for Christmas. That's all I asked for, was a used pair of shoes for Christmas. And like, from people who don't know sneakers, that's like weird, you know? Like, all my siblings, they all got like iPad, like clothes, and I got one pair of shoes that were already worn like 3 times, and I was so pumped. Like, I was so excited. They were like $190 at the time. It was like 2013, 2014.
Wow, that's actually...
That was like on eBay before like StockX, before, you know, any of that type of stuff. It was like eBay. I got them off eBay. It's crazy.
So what was like the thing that really got you into shoes though? Because there had to have been something or someone or anything like that.
I really like I like Michael Jordan. Like, I don't I don't watch sports. I don't like know sports. I don't know any of that. I like Michael Jordan.
He's a brand. Like his name's just a brand no matter what.
Like to me, like I don't watch like really any sports, but like Michael Jordan, like as a person, like that dude's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's insanely smart. He's so talented. Like how he markets himself. Same with like Kanye West. Like you don't even have to like any of Kanye's music to know that he is like, you know, he's like super good when it comes to like marketing and how he carries himself and how he promotes and you know like that's like a businessman. Same with Michael Jordan, you know.
Right now you don't even have to like Kanye to be wearing his stuff. Like so many people just hate Kanye right now. Yeah. And we're all wearing, like, I don't hate Kanye, but everyone's just wearing his shoes and clothes.
We noticed that 3 of us just had on Yeezys.
Yeah, we're like, wow, we all just have on Yeezys right now.
That's funny. Yeah, I got I've had Yeezys and stuff. I like Kanye a lot. I like his music. I think he was like way before his like time. Like if you go back and listen to like super old Kanye songs, like they're still kind of relevant, you know?
Yeah. So what about the algorithm though? So like we kind of figured out something on the YouTube algorithm. We used to have this channel that would like get like we just started and we would get like 9,000 to like 40-something thousand views, but it was based on something that we weren't interested in. But it was I would say it's part of the algorithm because it's just we're just getting all these views and not having any subscribers or anything. But have you figured out something on the TikTok algorithm that gets you more views than other things?
Yeah, for TikTok, I would say like the quality of the video will help you out a lot. Like if you have a ring light, you gotta use the ring light. You gotta have good lighting. Like that'll help. Like you could film the same exact identical video with a ring light in front of you and then without a ring light, and I guarantee like the better lit one will do way better even though it's the same exact video. You gotta have like quality. That's kind of like it. Like you gotta
just gotta have a ring light.
No, not a ring light.
No, be famous, get a ring light.
No, not a ring light. You just have to have
advertisement.
like. You just have to have like quality, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like same with like YouTube. You see a YouTuber with, 5,000 subscribers, but one video that popped off because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's quality. Like it's good. You just gotta, like that's how I would explain it.
A ring light. We need to get a ring light for a podcast.
Definitely.
Everyone's been saying we got to make a TikTok for the podcast, but it's
crucial. You have to.
It's crucial.
It's crucial.
I'm telling you.
We have to.
Like
we got it.
No, like there's like you actually have to. Like it'll help you out more than you could ever imagine.
All right. I mean, I don't know what type of content. Like what type of content would you do for a podcast?
For you guys, I would do like show off your personalities. So like give people a reason to watch the podcast because they wanna hear more about you. They wanna like know you. You know what I'm saying? Like with
smart
painting.
Yeah, like,
but then I had to do my own TikTok for that. So
like you guys got to show off your personality because at the end of the day, they're not watching because it's the podcast. They're watching because they like you guys. Like they like, they want to hear your stories. They want to hear your questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want to know like what your guys' lives are about. So I would make your TikTok / social media about like your guys' like what you enjoy and what you don't like, your opinions. That'll help a lot.
It's good advice. How'd you meet Roman and like how'd you get a part of that team?
So I lived like way out in the country.
Where at?
In Lewisburg, if you know where that is, Lewisburg Cider Mill.
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up out there.
Do you really?
I've been there.
It's out in the boonies, dude. Like cowboy boots, like trucks and stuff. Like,
and you're out there wearing Jordans?
Yeah. I got like bullied a lot for that.
Oh,
you don't wear Jordans and skinny jeans to school where everybody else is wearing cowboy boots and drives trucks.
Yeah.
Mud. Going mud.
I want to go mudding this week.
I had a truck, like I know. But yeah, I lived out there and like I found like Reset on Instagram, and I went down to Reset one day. It was cool, and then we were walking down the street, and we passed by DVA, and this is when they very first opened. It had to have been like the first I had to say first month that they've been open, and we went in there, just started talking. She bought some shoes, and then literally every weekend after that, I was going, because I didn't know where to get cool shoes. I had the money, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to know where I could buy them without having to buy them online. So I just go to DVA all the time, and then eventually I started talking with Rome a little bit more and more, and then I was kind of proposed to him hey, I can help with your guys' social media. I also did it with Reset too, and they didn't want anything to do with it, but I was like, look, I can help you out with your social media, stuff like that. He was hesitant at first, and then I kept on it, hey, this could help you out a lot, and then he ended up bringing me on to the team. I quit my job. I used to work at a warehouse before that, so I was so excited to quit.
Really living your life right
You
now.
moved out here.
Man,
You made a job for yourself.
No, I actually signed. We signed the lease. We signed all that before I had even got the job with Roman. I was still working at the
So you were gonna
warehouse.
move out here no matter what.
Yeah, with her too. It's we just feel better in the city. It's more inspiring. It's more everybody up here is
It's a different atmosphere.
it's inspiring. We went to LA too, and it's just the city vibe. Everybody up here wants to be successful, and you know what I'm saying? I come from a town where everybody in that town has lived there their entire life. Their grandpa graduated from the same high school you did. Their mom graduated from the same high school. Their grandpa worked at the same place that they worked. It's bro, that's not cool.
It's not
I want to
fun
do
anymore.
something. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to make something. So.
How far is what was it called again?
Lewisburg from here?
Yeah.
Well, almost an hour.
Wow. So you drove all the way down here to
Oh yeah, you had to.
With the
Of
shoes.
course.
Oh my God.
You had to.
An
And then
hour.
We'd go to Town Topic. Here in Town Topic was the main we're coming down here. You
Yeah.
know?
Town top.
It was every.
It's just right there.
It was literally every single every weekend. If not every weekend, every other weekend. We're coming down here. Even if we didn't I'm not used to the city, so we would come up here and just park in a parking lot and go walk around downtown. That was cool, you know? To people that live up here, that's lame, but for us to come up here and walk around downtown and look at all the buildings, it was so crazy. Me and my friends would we rented the bird scooters.
Yeah.
And we would just ride the bird scooters all day, just literally just being in downtown was good enough, you know.
Wow. I can't even imagine that. That's just regular.
Yeah, where did you guys go grow up? Close
I
to
grew
here?
up in Lee's Summit, so it's a suburb
We
of
both
Kansas City.
were basically
Lee's Summit.
from Lee's Summit.
Until recently, I don't know, I didn't really experience Kansas City I think I should have. Usually I'm when I think of a city, it's New York City because I've been there before. It's another big city that I've been to, but when I skated down here for the first time, a couple weeks ago, I was okay, this is actually really cool. I've been missing out.
I used to skateboard too, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Bet you got made fun of for that too.
Yeah, because it wasn't cool. The skateboarding was cool for a little bit, but it wasn't cool.
I remember I got really into it, and I wore skinny jeans to school one time, and everybody was just laughing
No, I
at me.
was
about
skinny
it.
jeans.
I was
skinny
what?
jeans in school.
This was in 4th grade.
Yeah. I used
or
to,
maybe 5th grade.
I used to skateboard to school every day in elementary school, and whether it was cold, hot, you know, my parents both worked 9 to 5 jobs. I had divorced parents, but I would live at my mom's house for a little bit, then my dad's house, but they always had 9 to 5 jobs. So in the summer, they were gone all day. I was at home with my younger brothers, no Wi-Fi, no TV, what do? You go skateboard in the street, you know? And I got pretty good. I did a few competitions. Me and my friend made a YouTube and would post skate clips and stuff on there. We'd get 5 views, but it didn't matter. It was something fun to do. Everybody else was playing football and baseball. We were skateboarding. I'd come to school with skate shoes. They're just your toes are poking out and stuff. You got different laces, and it's that was cool.
We would do stuff like that too, because our friend Peyton had a YouTube, and he had I don't know how many subscribers, but he'd get pretty good amounts of views. So we'd be like, let's make a YouTube video. Let's do this. Let's do that. And
like after school.
Yeah, after school, it'd just be the time of our lives. Like we'd just be joking around on YouTube. But yeah, he stopped that. He was a part of a group. And one of the guys in the group, like, literally popped off on YouTube, and he's just doing so good right now. And it's just...
He's living.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Have you ever thought about doing YouTube, though? Or do you do it now?
I do it now a little bit, but it's just so, like... It's so much, like, harder. Like...
Yeah, it is.
For me, anyway, like, my personal standards for what I want to put on YouTube is, like, a lot harder. Because, like, I have, like, probably, like, 6 or 7 YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. And they all have like 1,000 views or 800 or something like that. But I film them all on my iPhone, iMovie, like that's it. Like, but I want like really good high quality stuff. It's just like I can't like buy cameras. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to edit. Like
I feel like that's what I'm addicted to. I'm addicted to having like everything has to be the highest quality for me, and it just has to be perfect. Because like for my social media, I buy like a expensive camera, expensive flash, and then we bought all this stuff. Like we didn't want to just like use our phones for the mics.
Yeah. Like you understand, like it's like your personal, like you don't feel good about it unless it's like
perfect.
Like perfect. Yeah. And that's like me, like I could film, you know, a YouTube video every single day, but it's not gonna be something that I want to put out. It's not gonna be something that I'm proud of, you know?
Fiverr.
Yeah.
Get somebody else to do that shit for you.
But you still need the gear. The gear is like it's important.
Yeah.
I've seen like YouTubers who are just super boring, and then they just have a good amount of subscribers just because like their gear is really good. It's mostly like photography YouTubers, but like they'll have good gear and they're just like boring people, but they just do really good for some reason.
I watched somebody showing people how to do like the most basic edits on photos on TikTok, and it was popping off, and I was like, how is this happening? Because this is like stuff you already know how to do, because you're like man, like that was a good idea. He's like
and then the guy who does the poses, like he's like you're supposed to pose
that's a
in
great
pictures.
idea. Like,
and ever since then I've been like posing how he said.
Because as soon as you take a photo, you're like, damn, I don't know how to pose. You're like, I ran out of poses.
I just like, she just sits there and just taps it like 1,000 times, and I'm just like, just doing something, you know, like.
Yeah. Are you the one who got her in the shoes?
Yes.
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 And you're both from the same place, though.
Yeah, we're both.
You have better shoes?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said yes.
Yeah, we're both from like Lewisburg.
What are the shoes you're most proud of?
The shoes I'm most proud of are either my Grape 5s, the ones I got for Christmas, or probably my Bread ones, because those are just like, to me, like
legendary
a legendary shoe. I bought it by myself. I bought them used, but I don't care. I bought them from DBA too. Rome threw me a deal, but that's like a shoe that I've wanted ever since I was a little kid. But that was like way out of reach for me.
Yeah, like untouchable.
Yeah.
How far do you want to go with like just your shoe collection? Like, do you want to go pretty far with it, or are you just fine with what you got?
I don't. It sounds so corny, but like, I don't know. Like, I've had like a lot of shoes at one point, but to me, it's like, I buy them, I'll wear them a few times, and then I'll take a picture in them, whatever, and then I'll sell them. You know, make profit on them, and it's like now I got that money back that I can use to reinvest into something else. Either a new pair of shoes or reinvest into something that can make me money, like a ring light or like a, you know, something that could help me out. It's like, I love the shoe. I don't ever want to sell it, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? That money, it's a pair of shoes. Like at the end of the day, it's just a pair of shoes. Like that money that I put into that could be invested into something else that could better me more than a pair of shoes sitting.
And so you could get more pairs of shoes.
Right. And if I really, really like them, then I'll get them again in the future. Like I've had the same pair of shoes 2-3 times before. It's like, you know.
How do you go about getting shoes when like there's all these bots out there, like when shoes drop and stuff?
I buy them used.
Is that annoying to you that happens? Like you can't get like a new pair of shoes?
Yeah. Even like shoes that literally nobody wants. It's like they sell out and I don't get them. It's like that doesn't make sense because everybody's like a reseller now. Like everybody, all these little kid resellers, everybody wants to be a reseller.
Bro, my little sister is making like, she's since she's been 14 years old, she's been making like a cool like $2,000 a month just from her
like
shoes
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's 14.
Yeah. I know kids that are, like 12, 13, 14, they're in middle school and they're, you know what I'm saying, they got IP addresses, they got bots, and they're just like rolling. Like they take that money and they just sell it, reinvest it, and just keep growing and growing and growing. It's crazy. But like there's also a lot of kids that borrow their parents' card, they get the shoe for retail and then they flip it and they keep the $15 profit, and it's like, you don't even know what the shoes are called. You don't even know like the history. You don't.
$15 profit.
Yeah.
Get some
come up.
steak and some
It's
steak
like,
and shake.
It doesn't like it. I don't know. It's like oversaturated. Like when it was like when I was younger, being like a sneakerhead, it was like that nerdy kid that liked Michael Jordan and had the Jordan shoes, and like because back when I was younger, everybody was wearing basketball shoes like Hyper Dunks, and free runs were like the cool thing, and like stuff like that. And I wore Vans because I skateboarded, and I also had like the cool Jordans, but this is before like anybody cared about Jordans. It was like running shoes were like the wave, and like the LeBrons, like the old LeBrons were like cool. And
I kind of hated. I don't like LeBron.
Bro, I brought some LeBrons, and like they were the ugliest thing. Looking back on them, they were so bad. They had, what were the ones with the huge air bubble at the bottom? It was like, you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
No.
I have no idea. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know like what the model is.
They would have like crazy ass.
I remember when
colors,
Kobe
too.
had his shoes just come out too.
Yeah, it was crazy. Everybody was into basketball shoes, but not so much like Jordans. They were like
KDs. Yeah, everybody had KDs, and
I had a pair of KDs
Kobe's.
back in the day. What were they called? KD6s.
I think that's what I had. The one with the strap.
Yeah,
yes,
the
bro.
strap.
I had the EYBL ones. Like they were like limited.
I
They were
had
fire.
were those the yellow ones?
No, they were black and gray.
I had a black pair. They're like the OKC like away, so they're like black with like the OKC colors on them. They were cool, but like once again, everybody had them. They were not very comfortable either.
I liked them to play
People
ball.
still wear
KDs? I mean, I don't know. They just got for him.
No.
I mean,
I haven't seen them in a minute. Like they just disappeared out
I'm
of
still sitting
nowhere.
on a pair of Hirachis. Like,
Yeah.
I got them. I got the KDs because I wanted to play basketball in them, and I got cut from the basketball team, so I didn't make the team. So I still had them. I was so upset.
it must be hooping out there.
Yeah.
Lewisburg.
It's a cornbread fed, just
They got some
hillbilly.
hoopers in Lewisburg.
Like this school's like I don't know like how it's a 4A school.
Yeah.
So like I don't know like
What does that mean?
So 4A is like we only had like less than 200 people in our graduating class. Like 100 and some people in our class. So like
Teach you how to hoop.
What's like some current topics we could talk about?
COVID.
No. Oh, COVID? What about COVID?
We about to shut down again?
I hope not.
I really do hope not, because actually I don't care, because I'm already shut down. I'm already just in here all day.
I'm fine either way. I'd low-key like it, I think. Another break.
Are you working full time?
Yeah.
So you probably would get paid. I don't know. That was the only thing that I was not looking forward to, is another quarantine.
Yeah, I don't want that. We went to LA, which that was the first time I've ever seen a beach too. We went to LA.
Wow.
And that was like last year.
Oh my god.
March.
That's crazy.
This year.
First time you ever seen a beach.
Ever seen a beach? Like I said, we didn't have a lot of money. We couldn't travel. We used to go to my mom would take us to a hotel. We stay the night at a hotel. That was like a vacation.
Stay the
Stay the night at a
night.
hotel. My mom used to sneak us in. Sometimes we didn't even stay at the hotel. She'd sneak us into the pool. We just ball out at the pool and then go home.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. It's with COVID popped off when we were in LA too, which was kind of sucked because we had to we thought we were gonna get stuck there because this was when it first popped off and everybody was going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The flights were getting canceled. They were saying they were travel bans and stuff.
So that was probably March. Wait, it was March. Wait,
Yeah, March.
April, May.
And
St. Patrick's Day.
yeah, it was when we got there, everything was good, and then literally every day after that was just panic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we got to go to Melrose, like Cool Kicks.
Oh my god, yeah.
Rodeo.
At least
like,
you went there. Did you get to see the? They do like on Sundays. They do a little thing where they have a bunch of just vintage shops at the end of Melrose, and it's just a whole bunch of stores. It's amazing.
We didn't see that.
Oh, okay. Well, Melrose is so cool anyway.
Yeah, we just like, it was weird. Like, we wanted to stay there and like just hang out and like really get the experience, but it was like everything was closing down. All the restaurants were closing down. Like, we didn't know what to do. So we ended up we booked a flight and came back like a day or two early, which sucked, but
It was still probably nice being there.
yeah, not being in Kansas.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Is that your favorite trip you've taken? Your
Probably.
first trip you've taken?
Not first, but like the coolest one. That's like not like driving to like Texas or something like that.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Texas.
But
I hate long drives. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's cool with your family, but
No, I need to be asleep, so it just.
yeah.
that drive that we took was probably the most fun I've had on a drive. The drive to Chicago,
yeah.
that was fun.
I drove the whole time.
Well,
But I was
drove
fine
back.
with it. Yeah, I was fine with it.
To Chicago?
Yeah. Have you been there?
No, we really
You'll
wanna
like
go.
that. You'll really like Chicago too.
It's really not that far. Isn't it like 6 hours
Yeah,
or something?
It's like
7 hours or
7.5, yeah.
That's
but
like,
they have like a big body of water, and it's basically an ocean. They have a whole city right next to it. All these stores, like it's just a really nice place to go. Lots of food.
I've been talking about it with like a lot of the dudes that I've met on like social media. We all live like everywhere, so we're trying to find like a spot where like all of us can go. Like all these kids that I've met off social media, like all these sneaker dudes, like
Oh, that'd be cool.
we all want to meet up somewhere, but it's like COVID and like, you know what I'm saying? Like I talk to these dudes like every day, but it's like, I don't know. We want to like meet up.
That's cool. That's kind of what Peyton was doing, like just talking to people all over, and then they had this one group. It was cool though.
People think it's like a competition, like a lot of these like bigger like influencers that are in this like niche, like they all like know each other. They all talk to each other. Like all the sneaker TikToker dudes, like I'm in like I know all of them. I talk to all of them. We talk about how we can make money, like, cause like, you know, we're not on YouTube. YouTube's where like all the money is.
Yeah.
So like, you know, they'll pop in our group chat and be like, hey, I just did an ad for so and so. Like hop in on that. Like, you know, get some money. Like do that. Or like, hey, this trend is like popping off. Like you have to do a video. Like today, do a video with this trend, and you're gonna do good. And like my video did really, really good. Just recreate mine, make it your own, and like and we all just kind of like just grow. There's no competition.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I wish
YouTube was like that.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
YouTube was like that. We do get like some podcasts like in our comments sometimes, and they're just like, "Oh, you're cool." But on YouTube, like the comments is so different than any other social media. The comment section in YouTube is just like you'll just like it, and like even if you try to have a conversation, it's hard to have a conversation on
It's on
YouTube because it's
like
no
nobody
one.
has, like, that
No one does that on
notification.
YouTube, so it's kind of hard to just branch out with like other podcasts that are around your size and stuff like that.
I noticed that Instagram has the most amount of like hate for me anyway.
The most hate?
Yeah. Compared to like TikTok, you'd think TikTok would be it, but like I was posting, how I like blew up on TikTok was I was posting 3 to like 6 times a day. I was just like
A day?
Yeah.
Oh my
Because it's
God.
like at minimum 3. Because like if you post 6 videos a day, like 2 of them are gonna do good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or if you post 3, like 1 has to do at least like decent. You know what I'm saying? So, and when people know you're posting every single day, like they're gonna either follow you or they're gonna keep seeing you. So it's like, it's different. But I was posting like 3 to 6 times a day on TikTok, and like with like a job and with all this stuff, and then my TikTok views and all that kind of like started slowing down because like quarantine was like lifting up at this time and everybody was going back to school and like stuff was like slowing down. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna try Instagram Reels, because that's like Reels like just came out.
Yeah.
So I started putting my stuff on Instagram Reels, and videos that did 15,000 views are doing 700K on Instagram.
Oh my god.
Which is like, and these videos are like old. They're
That's
like,
what I was saying.
They're
I
like
was saying
4 months old or 6 months old. Like,
You just recycled them from TikTok to Instagram?
Yes, well, yeah, but you have to like do it differently. You have to like whatever app you're like trying to like blow up on, you have to use that app's features. So like I couldn't just copy and paste a TikTok into Instagram. You gotta like, you could film it in TikTok, but then you gotta take the raw clips, put them into Instagram, add music in Instagram, add text, and cut it up in Instagram, and then post it. Like that's, you don't just make one video and then just post it to like 7 different platforms and just call it good. Like there's like, you gotta kind of work around with the platforms, but like I noticed that like videos that did like really like not good, I post them on Instagram and they like blow up, and then the next video blow up on Instagram. I literally went from like 7K on Instagram to like 14 or 15K in like a week, which is like crazy. Like for Instagram, for like compared to TikTok, it's a little bit easier. But like to blow up, get like 1,000 to like 2,000 followers a day on Instagram is crazy. Like that's just, it's unheard of.
That's what I was talking to him about the other day, because Reels and IGTV are so different.
Yeah,
like it's not even close to the same. And I expected this to blow up, and I posted a time lapse of me painting Kobe and Muhammad Ali. And it didn't do that good, and it was because I posted it on IGTV. But I feel like if I posted it on Reels, it would have been way
crazy.
Because
like I posted, we were just being funny. We were in some like a store next to DVA. It was like Wanderlust or something like that. Wonderland. Yeah. I don't know why I call it that every time. Anyways, we were in there, and we just made a video. I was like, I kind of want to make a reel real quick, and I don't know, it got like 500 views, and I was like, whoa, I didn't even expect that.
Yeah, he doesn't even like ever get any.
like traction like that, like it's
but
like
the traction is just so different when you post Reels for some reason. I don't get it. I really don't.
It's like it's because they're copying that same algorithm that TikTok's doing, because everybody thought TikTok was going to shut down, so like Reels came out, and like Triller started like promoting heavy because they thought, you know, TikTok was going to get shut down, so everybody just kind of like took their algorithm and, you know, made it their own. Like if you post a video like just on your feed, like it's gonna go out to your followers, like probably not even all of them, to be honest. It'll go out to like 70%, like the people that actually
whoever
like
watches like
care. Like there's people that follow you that like
don't even pay attention
or whatever, but it'll probably go to like 70% of your followers. You post it on Reels and it's like a decent video, like it's gonna like go to people that have never ever seen you before. And then let's say you have one Reels that pops off, then all your other videos are going to start doing good, because people are going to go to your other videos. They're going to look at your pictures. They're going to follow you, or they're going to tap through your story. Like, you know, I've had like 8,000 story views one day, and then I've had 1,000 story views one day. It's like if something pops off, like your whole page just like explodes, you know? And it's like keeping that momentum is like the key. Like if you keep that momentum just constantly like just traction, like it works. It really does.
Man,
we're gonna start
Reels too.
I'm getting both of them.
Reels definitely.
Like some people have a video,
Instagram Reels.
They'll have a video that does 1 million views, right? So then they'll wait like 4 days and let that video just do its thing, and then 4 days later they'll post a video and it'll do good but not as good as the other one, and then they'll wait like 3-4 days and then they'll post another one. It's like, no, if you have a video that's popping off, you gotta like post like 3 times that day. Post a like an outfit picture. Post another video. Post on your story. Like if something starts gaining traction, you gotta take advantage of that and just start going.
Posting a lot.
Just going.
Man, that's good advice actually.
I lowered remember how I was talking about like the standard? Like I had to like, for my Instagram anyway, like step back and like lower that standard a little bit. Like not every...
Yeah, because it's got to be hard to put out a quality video every single time. You're like...
Right.
Just like a great idea or something that you know is going to be funny.
Right. It's like you had to like not every video has to be like the best video ever. Like if I'm posting once a day, like it might not do good, but it's still something for people to watch, you know? And like I used to take like outfit pictures and like with a camera and like and then like, to be honest, like the camera ones do just as good as the iPhone pictures. It's like, you know, you gotta kind of like lower your standard and not like not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, think that like you need to have this quality. Like, obviously quality is important, but like
working with,
sometimes you get yourself too worked up. Like, like, are people gonna not like this, or oh, this filter looks kind of weird, or oh, it looks kind of fuzzy. Like, just post it. Like, half the time nobody's gonna care.
That's true.
But like, don't like stoop way down. You know, like there's still like the standard of like to make yourself happy. But
yeah.
Because with like the photos you took of me, and I was like, I don't have my camera. Like, I was kind of stressed that I didn't have my camera, because I usually take a picture with my paintings with my camera, and then
the phone cameras have gotten so good.
Yeah. So like I was like, well, we just gotta use my phone. So I just sat in the corner and like we used some lights and like we just made it work, and like it just did just as good as any other one. But and I didn't even like the painting that much, but it did just as good. So I was like, well, I guess like it doesn't really matter 100%, but yeah,
it's just like being consistent. I think
consistency is like key, and that can really take away from your consistency if your standard is so high. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might compare yourself to another painter that's like legendary, you know, and like your standard doesn't have to be like that. Like, you don't have to, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I understand what you mean.
Like, you can't compare yourself to somebody that's been doing it for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great to have that mindset. Like, I have to be like that, but you don't have to like hold yourself to such a high standard. Like, just do it. Like, that's you know, like, just post it or just do it, and just, that's the only way to do it.
Sometimes when you start doing that, you get to the point where you do better and better and better, and then you get to their point, and then you can surpass the people you're looking up to.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's how I always try to look at it too.
That's like the only advice that I have to give to people is to just do it. Like, if people are gonna make fun of you, like, who cares? Like, if you're gonna like you're gonna post TikToks and then you go to school next day and everybody flames you, like, who cares? Like, just do it. Like, you know, those people are probably wishing that, you know, they could get 10,000 views or whatever. They could get 100 likes on their post. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're bashing you, but like low key, they kind of like want to do that, you know?
That's actually true.
That kind of leads me into this question. What do your parents think of all this?
That's a good question.
Well,
they don't know, dude.
I didn't tell. Okay, so like I said, we went to LA when like quarantine popped off. So after LA, we had to do a 2-week quarantine, and my parents were either gonna pay for me to stay at a hotel, or I stayed at her house, which was like kind of weird because we've only been dating for like a year or whatever. It's like kind of weird. I'm staying at like her like parents' house. Weird, you know, like uncomfortable. So I was staying at her house, and this was like after I posted like 2 TikToks, and I was staying at her house, and I just was posting, like, I didn't have nothing else to do. I was quarantined all day long, and that's how I started, like, just posting every single day. And then after the quarantine was up, I continued to stay at her house for a while because my parents were still weird about it, because I have a younger brother that was like 1 at the time, so it was like the whole COVID thing with like a baby is like scary. So I stayed at her house for like a month, and I was just like, well, it's like 3 to 6 videos a day, and I had like 50,000 followers on TikTok, and like they didn't even know. Like, I didn't tell them. I didn't, because I thought they'd just make fun of me, which they kind of did. They kind of did, but like I didn't like tell anybody. I was just kind of like, I didn't like post about it on Instagram. It was like my TikTok was like
separate from everything.
Yeah, like I didn't post about it on Instagram. I didn't like Instagram. I would just post me, like my personal stuff. But like, if you didn't know that I was on TikTok, like, you would never even know.
Yeah.
So I just kept it like low key, and then I told my parents, or actually my sister one day, one of my sister's friends sent her one of my like videos that did really good, and then my sister told my dad that I was famous. Oh my god. And then they like kind of like asked me, and then I like showed them, and I don't know.
It was just nothing.
it was weird. They make fun of me.
Yeah, I feel like they just don't understand. They don't understand like the
business.
The business of the current generation. Like, it's all online now.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, if you really want to have a successful business, you have to really be successful online too.
Exactly.
Like even Apple products, like they really need to just shoot towards online advertisements, and Tesla, and like they just have music that say Tesla, and they probably pay artists to say Tesla, like different things in their music.
Like
everything. Everything is just based with electronics now.
In social media, it's like that. It's like that growth, like the ice bucket challenge. Like nobody would have cared about the ice bucket challenge if it wasn't
see all these funny videos.
Yeah, see the funny videos and like tag your friend, and then that friend has to do it now, and it's that's how the internet works. Like the ice bucket challenge, like that's how it blew up, and there's 1,000 different examples, but like, you know, like tag your friends, and then now they have to do it, and then since they did it, they didn't even want to do it, but now, you know, and that raised like a crazy amount of money.
Yeah. So what do you think about like Yeezys then?
Yeezys?
Yeah, because you haven't really, you brought up Kanye West, but you haven't ever brought up any of his shoes.
Yeezys, I think they were like insane like a long time ago, but now they're like way oversaturated, to be honest. They're really comfortable. I have a pair. I've had like
they are comfortable. Yeah, they are comfortable.
2 pair. I still have 1 pair, but they're very, very comfortable, but like they're not what it used to be. It used to be like,
I remember when it was just like the pirate black.
Yeah,
Yeezys.
exactly. The pirate.
I tried to get those, and like literally my phone like shut down when I was trying to get on that.
Well, even like the Nike Yeezys, like that was like the craziest thing ever.
The
Nike
red ones.
Yeah,
the red
Yeezy ones.
Oh, okay.
With like the solar.
His originals.
Yeah, those are
like crazy, and then he switched to Adidas, which literally nobody was rocking Adidas.
Yeah.
Like nobody. And he like made Adidas cool. Like he made it cool to wear like a running shoe and then it was like, I remember like the Pyro Blacks and like the Moon, what are they called? The Moon Rocks?
Yeah, Moon Rocks.
And the Oxford Tans.
Yeah.
Those were like the craziest thing ever. Like every YouTuber, they were rocking them.
Yeah, you had to, like, if you saw those in school, they were probably fake, but like, it was like, you're like, oh my god.
Everybody was rocking them.
What are the black and gray ones called? Like the same as the pirate black ones? Like, they had
the newer
black
ones?
and gray ones? No, they were like one of the first ones that came out. They're like
Moon
Rocks.
white. Oh, that's what they're called. The Moon Rocks.
Be,
yeah. Okay.
Those were like, that was also like the most faked like Yeezy ever. It was like the first couple models.
Yeah, the Moon Rocks and the Pirate Blacks.
They look fire. Like now that I look at them, they don't look as good as like the ones you have on, the 300s. Is that what they're? 350s. I don't know. I'm not a sneakerhead. I don't claim to be either.
What do you think about like the foam runners?
The foam runners?
Those are the ones with like without the shoelaces and kind of look like
I think those and the slides. I think they're both sick. Like they look so cool, but like I can't pull them off. Like they look cool. They're like, once again, like people like bash on it, but like that's Kanye. Like he's ahead of it. Like
it's Kanye.
It's like Kanye. He's like ahead of it. Like who else has done a foam runner like that besides like Crocs? You know?
Yeah.
It's like. He's making it cool. Like same with like the Yeezy slides. Everybody thought
he's making Crocs that are worth $500.
Right.
Those Crocs are fire.
like the slides. Everybody said they look like a loaf of bread.
They look good.
Like, I like the slides. I don't know.
I'd wear them.
It's just I would buy them retail, or a little more, but I don't know.
That's how I am with a lot of stuff. Like if I get them for retail, I'll be so happy, but I'm not paying like the extra money. Like nah.
I had to once.
What's the most overhyped shoe right now?
Most overhyped shoe?
Yeah.
I
think we just went over.
like a silhouette or like a brand, like a Yeezy.
I feel like a brand you just say Yeezy. But
Yeezy,
what about a silhouette?
I think the Dior ones are kind of.
I would say
I'm not gonna lie. Those. They're nice, but like not worth how much they are worth.
The Dior ones are just like most Jordan ones in general. Like I love Jordan ones, but it's like now that's like the coolest thing ever. Like literally like 4 years ago, not many people wore Jordan ones. You know, now it's like. Same thing with Yeezys. Like now it's like they're the coolest thing ever. Even if they're the ugliest colorway, like they're still selling out. They could drop them 1,000 times. They're still gonna sell out. It's like, it's just oversaturated. And a lot of girls, they don't even know. Like they look like Air Force Ones or whatever. Just and they buy them and I don't know. That's gonna trigger a lot of people, but same with like dunks. Like a lot of people like dunks are also another super hyped shoe. Like I'm not like a dunk like person, but a lot of people were into dunks before, and they knew they had the collection. They knew all the stories, and these shoes were sitting in the Nike outlet, and now like dunks are the coolest thing ever. Like people don't even know. Like,
I remember when I went to New York for the first time. I went to Flight Club, and like I'm looking in that big case they have, like the glass click case, and there's just a bunch of dunks in there, and I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And then like everybody loves dunks.
Yeah, all the SB,
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
And same thing with like
I don't get it. I really. What happened?
They've grown on me.
Why
definitely.
is it? Where did that come
The
from?
dunks?
Like, just now, for
Just
it to
like-
come back, for like dunks to be.
Travis Scott. Travis Scott. That's like the main reason. Travis Scott's into it, so now it's like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
But they're cool. They have like a lot of the dunks have like a really cool story behind them. Like the Freddy Kruegers, if you know about those, they were like they got like sued or something, and then Nike had to like get rid of them and like burn them and stuff. So, and like I don't know, they all have like most of them have like a cool story behind them. So it's like that's why they're cool. But like a lot of people don't care. They're just dunks.
Yeah, that's how it is to me. But I'm not a sneakerhead either, so it's just I don't know. I like shoes though. I do like shoes.
Yes, I fucking love shoes.
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't like to spend that much money.
Yeah,
on
I like shoes, but I don't have the motivation to be a sneakerhead.
Really?
If that makes sense.
I love my Vans. That's what I gotta say.
I think like people have asked me before like what made you a sneakerhead, and it's like to me it's like when you got that pair of shoes on like back to school shopping, like, you got those new shoes, your mom wouldn't let you wear them till the first day of school, and you're just like you're waiting, and then that first day of school hits, you're wearing your fresh brand new shoes, and you pull up to school. It's like that feeling, like that's like to me that's like what made me a sneakerhead. It's like when you pull up to school and everybody sees you got them brand new, like you know, you got the fit, you got the brand new shoes. It's like I don't know.
What's embarrassing to me is when I think of that memory, I think of it in middle school, and I'm so excited to wear this fit, and it's like South Pole. You know?
Oh, bro, I have one worse, bro. My mom got me this whole fit, and the whole thing is USPA, and I didn't know about it.
God.
Bro, I fucking it's like what is it, like the vest, and it had like the big embroidered USPA right here. I had like a jacket on.
Bro, I used to
They
get,
flamed me so bad.
I know. I'm sorry.
I was like, oh.
I'm sorry. It happened to me
You
too.
know what school I went to.
It happened to me
That I
too.
got flamed.
Like at our school, it's like
It was all
moreover like
brand.
boots and stuff. It's more about brand. So you can't wear like if you wear Nike and Adidas together, flamed. If you wear USPA, you're flamed. If you wear Nike from like Ross, you're flamed. If you wear, I don't know, you can wear anything else and you're just like made fun of all day, and like people will point at you. People will point at you in the hallway, laugh at you, and be like, "There he is, there he is. That's him.
That's it.
It's like I'm right.
You're famous, but like not good.
Not for the right thing.
Yeah, and like that's how like our school was just so pretentious that like that was the thing where if you're not wearing
A brand,
you're getting flamed hard all day
On the
and
bus,
then
they're pointing at you. You're getting
from when you get on the bus to when you get off the bus, and then you'll just be sad about it.
Is that USPA?
I remember my first time wearing USPA, like I never wore it again, and I just acted
Ever.
like I did
Never.
to my parents because it was
Oh
just,
my god. My
was
mom was
bad.
like, why don't you ever wear this anymore? And I'm like, because I just got almost murdered at school. I almost cried to sleep.
at my school it was like
oh my god,
it wasn't really about brands. It was like if you dressed different than everybody, because there's only like 120 kids in the class.
Yeah.
So it's like if you dress like just different, it was like the same thing. You're flamed. Like skateboarding. Like you wore skinny jeans. That was like skinny jeans were not cool back then. Like you wore skinny jeans, you're getting flamed. If you didn't, like you wearing Vans or like skateboarding. I used to wear like what are they called? Like the Janowskis.
Yeah.
And the Lacailles. Though, like, you get flamed for those because they weren't Nike basketball shoes. It was like if you weren't like didn't wear dry fit Nike with the elite socks, like it didn't even matter.
The elite socks
The
were
elite socks
important.
were fire.
Those were important.
Elite socks with slides. You had to have
Those
the
were
slides
important
to
back in the
match
day,
with
yeah.
it. But it wasn't like, oh, he's wearing Nike and Adidas, or oh, it's like he's not wearing a brand. It's like if you weren't like a cookie cutter, like literally identical to every other kid, you're done. Like,
That's true. I can see that, but I feel like at ours it was different because we had more students, so you had more people who were dressed like you.
There's more variety.
Yeah, more variety. Yeah,
And it's a suburb. Like, it's like...
Yeah, it's a suburb.
Poor kids were drawing. They buy the Hanes socks and they'd get the Sharpie and draw the Nike sign on there.
No.
But
If
they're
you did that,
expensive, like-
no, if you did that at our school, you would be.
I remember the first time I got my first pair of Nike socks. It was on the football team in middle school, and that was like, I was like, I got Nike socks.
Yeah.
I was like,
I did that
so happy.
with Elites. Like it was like the Elite socks. It was like the coolest thing. You had multiple colors, but I only had like the black and white ones. You know.
Yeah.
And it's like you wear them like every single day until like they're all crusty. Like
Yeah, if you drew on your Hanes socks in our school,
you're dead.
you would literally be dead for the rest of the year. And people would take pictures and save it and bring it up every
It
single
would
day.
become a meme, and then it's over for you.
Oh my god. There's this. Okay. It's gonna be like the closing thing, but there's this one kid. I'm not gonna bring up his name for integrity. But one day he walked into school and he cut his own hair. And his hairline right here, he messed up and it was the shape of Missouri. And it was just like, he got roasted for the rest of the time he was in high school. And like he couldn't come back from it. And he had the picture in everyone's phone. And you can like when he walked in school, he already had 10 people following him with their flashes on their phone. And by the time it was time to go to your first class, there were 50 people around him with their flash on, pointed to his head, zooming in.
That's so bad. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
What's he
bad.
gonna do? Go to another school? The same thing's gonna happen?
It's funny because like till this day I still think about it, and it's been how many years?
That's
it's been
crazy.
4. No, it's been 4 years.
Think of that poor kid when he went home and he's like, "Mom, I gotta shave my head." Or,
He did shave his head. He shaved his whole
He
head.
shaved it,
Yeah, the next day.
and then he got flamed for that too.
Yes.
Exactly. You can't
You
win.
can't-
You can't win. You can't
Can't
win.
win.
It's over. Well, it was really nice talking to you, Chance.
Yeah.
Anything you want to
Thanks for
shout out
coming
your
through.
TikTok, Instagram?
Yeah, my TikTok is ChanceD426. My Instagram, ChanceD426. My YouTube, Chance Dubinick. That's my name. That's pretty much it. A lot of people don't know Chance D426 is Chance, my name. D is the first letter to my last name, and then 426 is my birthday.
Yeah, well, I mean, I figured that's what that was.
A lot of people don't understand, but I don't think people remember me by my username. I feel like it's more like my avatar because it's from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And it kind of fits
sure.
with my, I don't know, my hair. I feel like that's my more trademark than my name. I don't have a very cool name.
Very up there. All right, Couped Up Podcast. We out.
Yeah.
Way too many people in this coop. I wanna go like Kurt Cobain.